Hi everyone, in this tutorial we'll create a flip animation using GSAP in React. The image will move from one section to another while scrolling. We'll use GSAP flip and scroll trigger in React to create this animation. The design is also responsive and works well on all screen sizes. Let's get started. If you want to learn how to create a React project using Vite, check the info card or the description for the previous tutorial. Now let's take a quick look at the project structure. Inside the public folder we have an image, and all other files are inside the source folder. There is also a folder for the Home and About components. Let's start with the App component. First we import the Home component. We also import the CSS file. Then we return it inside the main element. Now let's move on to the Home component. First we install GSAP and its React plugin in the terminal. You can find this link in the description. Now we import flip, ScrollTrigger and the useGSAP hook. This hook properly integrates GSAP in React. Inside the Home component, we create a reference to the section. Then we attach this reference to the section. Inside the section, there are two main parts, the image wrapper and the content. The image is located inside the Public Images folder. It will move from this section to the other section. The content class includes a title, a subtitle, and a paragraph. Now let's move on to the About component. In this component, we display the content and the final position for the moving image. The content includes a subtitle and a paragraph. The image wrapper is an empty container because the image will move here as its final position. Now we import the About component. Inside the main element we have two sections, so they appear one after another. Now let's move on to the CSS. In this part, we style the layout, text, and images to be responsive on all screen sizes. We use these fonts for the titles and paragraphs. We reset the margins, paddings, and box sizing for all elements. Each image fills its wrapper completely. We set the background color to dark gray. We use a grid layout for each section with one column for text and one for the image. Each section takes up the full height of the viewport. The content width is set to 80% to leave space on the sides. We set the width to make the title stay on one line. The main title has a fade-in animation. It starts after a 0.3 second delay. During the animation, the letter spacing reduces and the text color changes. We make the content centered in the About section. The image wrapper has a width of 70% and a maximum width of 400 pixels. We use the filter to add a glowing shadow. The z-index keeps it above nearby elements. This outline helps visualize image positions during testing. The wheel change property optimizes performance for smoother animations. By the way, this image is black and white. If we used a colorful image and wanted it in black and white, we could apply this filter. We'll now add media queries to make the layout responsive. We add an extra space between the image and the text. We change the layout for smaller screens. The images and text stack vertically. We use the margin to center the image horizontally. We also make the content centered horizontally. We unset the width to center the titles horizontally. Now let's add the animation. The useGSAP hook runs the animation. We create a flip configuration object. The animation runs at a constant speed. It takes 1.5 seconds to finish. This tells Flip to use exact positions for better accuracy. Next, we create a timeline linked to ScrollTrigger. The section with the reference performs as the trigger for the scroll animation. The animation starts when the top of the section reaches the top of the viewport. We set the end position to control the animation distance. We can also enable markers to see the start and end positions. This method helps move the image to its final position. When the top of the section reaches the top of the viewport, the flip animation starts. When it reaches the final position, the animation ends. When we scroll back up, everything reverses smoothly. Finally, we can remove the markers and the outline. And there you have it. We created a flip animation using GSAP in React. This makes the image move smoothly between sections while scrolling. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more creative projects. Thanks for watching.